Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now I know it's been quite a few days since my last upload and there are a few reasons for that, but what it really boils down to is that life has been getting in the way, not only of the YouTube channel but also my training in general. I've been back in Bournemouth for a few weeks now and I've taken the time to just relax and just do what I want to do spontaneously. Go out and see my friends, spend time playing the piano, taking the time off work to start some long-term side projects. I'm doing a lot of preparation for the Team Surrey Cycling and Triathlon, and I have been riding and training here and there, but my training has really fallen off and I know that I've lost fitness. But since I've come back, obviously I did the triathlon, I did the race on that last Sunday, and I've got very good results. For me personally, I'm very happy with how I was able to perform, and this has led me to sort of really evaluate my fitness goals and what I want to achieve with sport. And it's taken me a few weeks and, if I'm honest, probably a few months of wrestling with this idea in my mind and having to let go of having to always train structured to get as best as I possibly can to achieve the best results I can, often at the expense and sacrifice of other areas of your life or other areas of just things that you'd want to do with your fitness. For example, bike packing or going on a random long hike or trail run. If you were sticking to a structured plan, it would throw your training out the window because you're accumulating too much stress and fatigue, and then you can't do the session properly, and then you're worrying about that fatigue carrying over and how it's going to affect the training plan. I want to be able to race at a high level of fitness and also be able to spontaneously go and ride my bike 120 miles a day for a week and go and explore and camp and just do that instead, because at the end of the day that's the reason why I fell in love with cycling. Not bike packing specifically, but going out and exploring new places and being on my bike all day, as opposed to pinning a number on your back for a half-an-hour crit where there's a high chance of crashing. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoy racing and it's not something that I'm going to give up anytime soon. I just don't see myself ever being one of those guys that does the weekly crit every single week. But I feel as though for a couple of years I put pressure on myself to eventually go and do that because I've seen other guys my age doing that. But really I just want to do what I want to do. And at the end of the day, I've come to peace with that now. I want to just make the most of the fitness that I've built in all capacities in all areas of my life, rather than so tunnel vision focused on crit racing at Cat 2-3 level, which is, I'm not making any money out of it, so why take it so seriously? Now don't get me wrong, my opinion on this may change in the future, and I'd imagine it probably will do over the winter, and that brings me on to my next point. My personal philosophy, which I've sort of thought of over the last couple of weeks, which is you put the hard work in over the winter, you get stuck down, you get into the training routine and discipline, you put in the big miles, you're ruthlessly getting up early in the morning to do those sessions, and then with all that fitness and hard work that you've put in over the winter, you can step back a little bit, take your foot off the gas and enjoy that fitness in the summer. Being able to go and do those things that you want to spontaneously go and do, like doing a half marathon trail run and exploring somewhere, or going bike packing, or randomly entering a triathlon, or randomly doing a 200-mile bike ride, or entering a crit, or doing a road race. These are all things that we are using our fitness in order to be able to go and do things. And I think I would much rather that approach than continue the structure and the regimented discipline through the summer and just focus on racing and sacrificing other areas of my life and turning people down and turning things down because I'm so focused on this one thing, which I don't necessarily have my heart in completely either. It's expensive, I'm not making any money out of it, and there's a high risk of crashing. I don't think it's worth it. Now, that's not me giving any advice. This is purely for my life. I'm not telling you to race or not race. I'm not telling you to go bike packing or not go bike packing. I'm just talking about my personal experiences and what I've sort of come to the conclusion is the best for my life so that I can be happy with my fitness and be happy with how I'm using my fitness rather than feeling any sort of pressure to be put in any kind of box. It's part of the reason why I started doing triathlon anyway, is because I knew that I wasn't going to make it as a pro cyclist and I'm not taking things too seriously, and I kind of want to just be able to do what I want to do for fun, to test myself. So I've literally just rambled at the camera for about 13 minutes. I hope I managed to cut this down, but essentially this is my thoughts over the last few days, weeks, months, and it's sort of all come to a head at this moment. If you guys have any video idea suggestions, then please let me know, because I do have some free time over the next few weeks and couple of months before I go back to university. So if there's anything that you think of that you'd like to watch or see, then I'm more than happy to make a video. I'm more than happy to make a video on it. So for example, like what I eat in a day, a particular climb, break down my favourite route, do a bit more of an interactive video, just let me know. But I think that's all I had to say for this video. I think that's pretty much summed up my thoughts. So thank you very much for watching if you got to this point in the video. I don't know when my next video will be, but regardless, you can always find me on Instagram. The link is in the bio. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Zach, and I will see you next time, whenever that is.